How do you get to a situation where you are today? Here you are, one of the names that any person from India would immediately recognize, either by company name or by yourself. How does one get there?
Um, I think it's a journey by itself. I think there are many, many points in your life when you take decisions which are extremely important, and those decisions lead you to a certain place. You put in a lot of hard work and a lot of commitment, a lot of learning, but finally, I think it's very, very important. Luck has a big part to play, or God's grace, as I say it. So if you can bring everything together, if it all converges, you sit in a place like this and talk to somebody.
And if I can ask you to take a look at your own, upbringing and where you were born, and just a little bit about your childhood, could you describe a little bit about that, please?
So I grew up in Alleppey, which is in Kerala, and I did my schooling in Alleppey, and then later on college Alleppey, then something in Cochin, and I did my masters in SN College Koilon. And my first employment was serious employment was with Bombay Electric Supply and Transport in Bombay, and later on with PCS, and then I moved on to Infosys.
So, if I ask you to just think about some of the qualities that during your upbringing, during your youth or college days, what were some of the ones that you think have really been helpful in your career at Infosys?
I think somehow, I think the first thing was that I had great teachers. I had really had great teachers. I had great teachers who taught me physics and chemistry and maths. I met a wonderful teacher when I started my career. His name was Mr. Anjaria. He was a wonderful teacher who taught me a lot about computers and computer science and programming. And so they not only had the ability to teach me these subjects, but they also had the ability to invoke curiosity. I think that curiosity really made a big difference, because once you're curious, then the world becomes your entire platform to learn from, and that really helped. My family was also great. I was the only child, so I was, of course, only children are always little pampered, but both my father and mother had they tried to create or tried to inculcate a certain set of values in me, so that helped.
Very good. So, if I think now about someone entering the workforce, either at Infosys or some other company, or maybe starting in their own, what are some of the qualities professionally that you think they really should try to learn or make sure they have inside?
So I think world today is very, very different. Today you have abundant opportunities. So the first thing anybody who is entering a career is the first thing they need to do is to choose the right opportunity, right? Because in my days, opportunities were not there, so we were chasing opportunities. But today, most often opportunities are chasing a good performer who is coming out of a college. So they need to really choose those opportunities, which is the right one for them. And life, over a period of time, will present the person with a number of opportunities, number of turns which you can make, and you really have to leverage those opportunities. You need to be prepared, you need to be willing to take the risk, and you need to leverage each of those opportunities to achieve a great career and objective, the goals which you have. Second point is that learning today is a continuous process. When olden days, things were not changing so fast.
And if I ask you, as Infosys becomes larger and larger, and as you bring employees from more than 50 countries now, into your fold, how do you make sure that they all understand this and that they all understand the vision of Infosys also?
So, as you become larger and larger, any organization becomes larger and larger, it is very, very important for you to make sure that every person in the system, every person in the organization understand the core philosophies of the organization. At various points in our employee's life, we do interventions. So at the induction point, when the person is joining us, we spend a lot of time articulating the vision of the organization, the values, what are the core values of the organization, what is the business model, what are the aspirations of the organization over the next 3 years, next 5 years. So that happens at various points in the employee's career. It starts with the day he joins and then at various points. Excuse me. The important thing is for the leadership to lead by example. So talking is not enough. It has to be visibly seen that the leaders are leading by example. So whatever we talk, we have to lead by example. So the first one is clear articulation. That's what I talked about. Clearly articulate the vision, the values, the aspiration of the organization to every single employee. Second point is the leadership to lead by example. The third point is there has to be incentives in place which encourages the behavior which is right for the organization, and there has to be penalties in place which will discourage the wrong behaviors. So you have to have the strength to implement the incentives and the penalties based on the employee's behavior. So it is articulation, lead by example, and the incentives and penalties.
So if I was someone entering Infosys right now and I look at the world out there, I don't know, but it seems very uncertain. It seems many things could go up, many things could go down, and yet you have to anticipate all that in order to have your vision work in many countries around the world. So how do you develop a worldwide statement about a company that is the vision? How do you know where to emphasize? Maybe North America will be much less important in 5 years. I don't know. Who knows? How do you know those things to do a vision?
Right. So first of all, the organization's vision is long lasting. The vision has to last for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. So when we started out, we had a vision in 1981, and that stayed for the next 20 years solid. Then we made a minor correction to the vision, and that stayed for another 10 years. Our vision today is to be a globally respected corporation. Our vision is to be a globally respected corporation. The three important words: global, respected, corporation. Global means you have to have a global client base, you have to have a global employee base, you have to have a global customer base, you are active in the societies worldwide. That's global. Respected. We want to be respected by all our stakeholders, starting with customers, employees, investors, and society at large. So everything which we do is benchmarked against this word of respect. Right? How do you gain respect? How do you, not demand but command respect with all the stakeholders? And the third part is to be an institution, a corporation, a corporation or an institution should show longevity. We are 30 years old. How can we be around for the next 100 years? So every action of the corporation is in a sense benchmarked against the vision to be a globally respected corporation.